I mean, that won't be suspicious at all.
Yeah?
Oh my
Your
gosh.
paint's starting to streak.
Ah!
What am I supposed to do? It won't let me do anything else. What about this plank?
I don't want to go digging through the trash unless I absolutely have to.
Maybe doing something out here will open up a new storyline with Jennifer. Who knows? It won't tell me to do anything else though, it just tells me to talk to Jennifer. But that's the only thing that it'll let me do. Is say the what interesting guys thing. And then won't let me do anything else, so... What about the graffiti? I haven't looked
Give
at
me a
that
can
yet.
of spray paint. I got an urge to paint something.
Happy little trees. Get yourself a watercolor kit. I'm not sharing my wall.
Okay then. So, guess let's go back this way. Will still tell me that. Oh, there's something.
Look out, son!
Yeah, I need to watch where I'm going. What's she doing?
Mom?
That's my mom? Let's go talk to her. Where'd she go? She just disappeared. But how come she didn't recognize me? Well, she didn't stop to say anything. She just, like, left. Oh, there she is.
Mom? Mom!
But are you happy?
Happiness is overrated, Lorraine. I'm content.
Well, I'll think about it.
Mom?
Yeah, you think
Hi
about
there,
it.
Martin. I saw you as I was driving in. Did you
Yeah,
hear me
you almost
honking?
ran over me.
Mom, that can't be you.
Martin, are you all right?
I'm fine. It's just that you're so gray.
Well, isn't that an uplifting way to greet your mother?
Sorry, I
Yeah.
just don't.
I guess you're right, though. I am going a little gray. No thanks to your father.
Okay. What are you doing out here?
So, what? Are you out here shopping or something?
Oh, shopping.
Oops,
For my
I did
civic
not mean
duty.
to skip that.
I'll be polishing the
I know how
statue
to
all
skip
day.
it now, though. Right
Oh,
mouse button.
Right.
I never knew that before, but now I do.
What's
Yeah,
with
what
the
about that
golf
golf
cart,
cart?
Mom?
Now, Martin, I know you're embarrassed to be driving around in last year's model, but we really can't afford the 86s yet.
The
What about my
86s?
truck?
How many are there?
No one owns a truck in Hill Valley. Martin, are you sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah. I must have had a really vivid dream last night.
Well,
Yeah,
I hope
yeah.
your dream world was more fun than this one. Could you do me a favor?
Oh,
I
what
forgot
is
to
it?
give your father my timesheet for last week, and now Mr. Nosy is convinced that I'm hiding something from him.
Timesheet?
Aren't they annoying? But Citizen Brown always says, a scheduled life is a happy life.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Anywho, could you be a dear and drop it off at the house? Here, take the car.
I don't know the way to my house.
Actually,
I know, dear. Love you too. I'd give you a kiss, but you know what that gets ya. Don't forget to pick me up this evening.
Wait, so you
Yeah,
get a demerit for
sure.
kissing your mom? Okay, that's stupid. But whatever. So... Well, I can use the golf cart, she said.
Well, it's not the truck, but I guess it'll do.
Yep, let's just go ahead and go to my house. Go see what's crack-a-lackin' with old Daddy-O. At the house-o. In the golf cardio. Oh, we made it here. Nice. Hey, there's a police. Do not cross yellow thingy mabob, whatever you call it.
I don't know, John. Isn't this illegal?
What isn't illegal in Hill Valley?
Shh. What if Citizen Brown's watching?
Don't worry, nobody can see us here.
Okay.
He's a peeping Tom. Ah! Dad.
Try to warn your old man the next time, okay?
So what are you doing?
Another day in Hill Valley.
Let's talk to
Perfect
George.
place to live.
Hey, he's got a guitar
I saw
over
Mom
there.
downtown. She told me to give this to you.
Thanks.
Say, what gives around here?
Ah, you know, the usual. Keeping tabs on Hill Valley through my trusty bank of monitors. Always on the lookout for some interesting footage.
So, what are you now, huh? Yeah, who are you
My
working
dad's a
for?
snoop? Is this your job, or do you, like, do it for kicks?
What kind of silly question is that? I've been gathering candid documentary footage for Citizen Brown's promotional videos for over a
So
year
you
now.
work for him
I
now.
know your mother doesn't approve of my work, but wait a minute. You say you saw Lorraine?
Yeah, I
11
did.
to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20 lunch at soup mo counter, cream of asparagus with crackers.
What
Sounds
was that?
nasty.
You know your mother's problems. If she slips up again, it could mean demerits for the whole family. There
Oh, I
she
need a
is,
demerit.
polishing the statue in the park. Just
Can I
like the
get a
schedule
demerit?
dictates. Oh, then everything's fine. Good. Unless... How was she when you spoke to her? Lucid? Sober?
Yeah. I'm not going to rat on
What are you
Mom.
getting at? Jeez, I'm not gonna rat my own mom, even if she is a...
Shh. I don't know for sure that your mother has relapsed into her old ways, but she's been acting very
So
odd lately,
she's an
almost as
alcoholic
if she
then.
didn't like my constant supervision.
Great.
Confidentially, I suspect
That's
she's
it.
got a flask hidden somewhere, probably very near the spot where she's working right now. Do me a favor, son, will you?
Oh my
See
god.
if you can
Another
worm the
favor?
truth out of her. She won't confide in me, but she may be less guarded with you. Double rations this week if you help your old man out. What do you say?
I
That's
could
a
go
good boy.
For some
Okay,
double
Dad,
rations.
we need to talk. What were you
Sure.
hiding when I came in just now?
Hiding? I don't know what you're talking about, son.
You were hiding
Come on,
something.
I saw it. It was a videotape, right?
Is it
I might as well
pornography?
tell you. After all, you'll be 18 soon.
It is a
Tell me what?
pornography.
Hill Valley under Citizen Brown is not quite the contented town you were led to believe it was.
Which, what does that mean? You're kidding.
You're kidding.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No one's worked harder than they to apply the most advanced social planning techniques to our municipality. But,
What?
Wait, did he say his
confidentially,
wife
not
Edna?
everybody appreciates it. A great many citizens, perhaps even the
So
majority,
Doc is
actively
married to
resent
Edna
the
now?
Brown administration. They don't say so
Okay
publicly,
then,
of course.
did not see that
But in
coming.
private, well, just listen.
I tell you, Bert, this regime is a joke. They're all laughing at us over in Fairfax.
A toast to Citizen Brown. May his beloved courthouse be struck by lightning. Shh, Agnes, you're awful. Are you coming to the town square, Lester?
Well, this
Citizen
is
Brown's about
weird.
to give another speech.
Citizen Brown can kiss my hairy...
Well, you get the idea.
Yeah, we
Sounds
don't
like
need to
people
hear all
can't
that.
stand what the Browns have done to Hill Valley.
Not everyone. Only around 50%, maybe 60.
So,
Does Citizen
half
Brown
to
know?
more than half.
He should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the Public Relations Department over at the courthouse, I get a memo telling me how much Citizen Brown thanks me for my service. But how could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Maybe
don't know.
you should take
Go
your
ask
tapes
him.
directly to Brown.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me for my public service, but then again,
He might
they say
not.
it's never wise to be the bearer of bad news.
Sure, I'll take the tape.
Why don't you give me those videotapes? I'll take them to Citizen Brown.
I'm supposed to be
Thanks for
seeing him
offering,
pretty
son,
soon, too.
but I don't want to get you involved. Citizen Brown won't like
Ugh,
what he
excuse
sees
me.
on them, and I wouldn't want you to get the brunt of his displeasure. Not to mention the displeasure of all the folks on the tapes. Once they find out I recorded them, no, I'm not letting these tapes out of my sight. It's too dangerous.
So am I supposed to steal it from him now? So I asked
It's about Mom.
Yeah.
She's thinking about signing up for the Citizen Plus program.
Is she now?
Yeah,
You're not
she
going to let her
is.
go through with it, are you?
Well, from what I hear, it's a fairly drastic procedure which completely reshapes the subject's personality. On the other hand, if Citizen Brown recommends it, it's gotta be a good thing.
I doubt it. It's not a good thing.
Don't you think Mom would be a little more relaxed if you gave her just a little bit of space?
Now,
just a
there's
little
a
bit.
fine suggestion. What would Hill Valley be like if people gave each other space? Why, we'd all be tempted to follow our own impulses, and there's no telling where that might lead.
Yeah, I guess so.
How'd she get to be such a mess? This isn't how she is in my perfect world.
You're right, it's a
Yeah,
real
in my
puzzle.
dream world.
Because of course we both know Hill Valley is a perfect world, But for some peculiar
doesn't
reason,
seem
the
like
harder
it's
I try to
perfect.
get her to conform to the rules, the more she slips up.
Okay, different
Hmm.
subject.
Something on your mind?
Ask about me.
It's about me.
I'm all ears.
What can I find me? What?
I'm
Okay,
trying
then.
to understand why Jennifer broke up with me in this time. Recent past.
Are you still mooning over that girl? Forget her! She's bad news. Why, my surveillance
I don't like
cameras have
her
caught her
either.
doing things that are completely against the Hill Valley Code.
I don't want to know.
Kissing boys, sitting with boys in cars. I've kept quiet about it for her father's sake, but believe me, you're well rid of her.
Yeah, I don't want to date her anymore anyway.
Well, from certain things I've heard, I get the idea that people in this town regard Marty McFly as a
As a what?
nerd.
They said that?
In
Yeah, they
so
did.
many words.
Just because a boy studies hard and gets straight A's and respects the
straight
rules and
A's. I
doesn't
am a
party or drink or stay out late and is perhaps a bit socially inept and obsessed with personal hygiene and prefers his rubber band collection
Stop.
to...
I get it.
really don't want to hear anymore.
I'm proud of you, son.
I'm proud of you too, I guess.
Is there anywhere you expect me to be, like, right now?
Well, I did expect you to be up at the lake until tomorrow with that mathemagic competition,
At the
so
lake?
I guess your time is pretty much your own right now.
Okay then.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
Let's talk about you.
So about you and your, work.
Shoot.
You're supposed to be a sci-fi writer? He is?
You're supposed to be, I mean, wouldn't you rather spend your time writing, say, science fiction novels?
Science fiction. I did mess around with it once, but that was before Citizen Brown made it illegal.
Science
is it
fiction's
legal
illegal?
for science fiction?
Sci-fi promotes an unhealthy
Wow.
obsession with the fantastic and impossible, and it encourages the idea
Everything's
that there might
illegal
be
in this
better
town.
societies than Hill Valley,
don't like
which
this
is
town.
subversive nonsense, of course.
Yeah, of course it is. I agree with you.
You seem to be really into this spying business.
It's not spying, son. It's cinema
Then what do you call
verite.
it?
These candid moments of Hill Valley's residents will eventually be compiled and edited into the documentaries and promotional materials that advertise our way of life to the rest of the world. True, you can argue that I've taken things to extremes, but I still get up to take my meals and, of course, to use the facilities.
Okay then, different subject
Okay,
then.
different subject.
Yeah?
So... yeah, Hill Valley and its
Hill
rules.
Valley has a lot of rules.
It certainly does, for our own good.
Rules are never good. Do we have a dog? Yeah,
Did
what
you
happened to
ever harbor
Einstein?
a dangerous animal?
Haha! Couldn't if I wanted to. They've all been banned. But I did catch something very interesting on one of my monitors yesterday.
Which was?
Which one was it? Oh, yes! Does that look like a stray dog to you? Whatever
Yes,
it
it
is,
does. It looks like
Edna's Animal
Einstein.
Patrol will make short work of it.
Public kissing is illegal, right?
Ah, the old PDA law. Indeed it is. And what's more, violation carries a hefty load of demerits. But you know, it's a law people break with surprising regularity. Why, I could show you
No,
videotaped
please don't.
evidence.
How exactly do people get other people
Please do
to
not show me
break it?
any evidence.
On second thought, perhaps I shouldn't show you the videotaped evidence.
Yeah, exactly. So let's talk about booze.
If I got caught with a contraband item, I'd get in a lot of trouble, right?
You certainly would. You could be facing up to 1,000 demerits, depending on the item. But of
1,000?
course, you
Wow.
wouldn't be caught dead with anything illegal. It's your mother I'm worried about.
Okay then, so... I'm guessing what I need to go do is I need to go steal that dog, get a demerit for that, go steal that whiskey from my mom, get in trouble for that, and then somehow get Jennifer to kiss me. That seems like it's going to be kind of hard to do.
Something on your mind?
What's the deal with the house?
What's the deal with the house, Dad?
I don't know how to tell you this, son, but while you were away at your mathemagic competition, our house got slapped with a CZ36 violation.
Which
What?
means?
I know, it's so embarrassing. Your
What does
mother's
that mean?
mortified. She works so hard to keep a clean house, but those dust mites are so hard to keep down.
Wait a minute. We can't go into the house because of dust mites?
Well, not until they send in the cleanup crew.
This is ridiculous.
Which, how long would that take?
Goodness, they let me move my office out here into the garage.
Okay then.
So, when is this dust mite problem gonna be solved so I can get to all my stuff?
Well, the cleanup crew said they'd probably get around to it by tonight, but they're kind of backed up, so I wouldn't expect them until tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow?
Okay, I thought he would say like
Where
a
am I
month
supposed
or
to
2
sleep?
or something.
I got it all covered, son. We're gonna camp out back just like we did when you were little.
No, please
Okay.
don't.
This timeline is officially a nightmare.
No, I am not camping anywhere outside. I hate going outside. Especially at night.
How exactly does this setup work?
I'm glad to see you taking an interest.
I don't
Each
take
of
an
these
interest, I'm
monitors
just
is
nosy.
connected to multiple cameras, of which I've strategically jacked into through a VCR for
Oops,
each
I did
monitor.
not mean to
I keep
skip
a
that,
record
yeah.
of
My bad.
everything I see. So, if I happen across something intriguing, I can keep it on file.
It's about someone we both
It's about someone we both know.
Yes?
My brother and sister? Since when did I have brothers and sisters?
Have you
So let's
seen
talk
Biff
about
lately?
Not since he went to the reconditioning center. Is he back among the living?
Depends on what you mean by living. He's really different from the way I remember him.
Lucky dog. In a way, it isn't fair that Hill Valley's biggest scofflaw should be the first to receive the benefits of the new Citizens Plus program. But I know I shouldn't be jealous.
Okay then. Citizen Brown.
Have you ever spent time with Citizen Brown?
Well, of course I'm in the audience for every one of his public addresses.
One-on-one, I mean.
Oh, no. He'd never notice a common Sector L citizen like me. But
A
I
Sector
dream
L?
that someday he'll recognize me for my public service and maybe let me shake his hand.
Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, talk about Edna.
What can you tell me about Edna?
Mrs. Citizen Brown? Oh, she's a wonderful woman. People just think of her as this sweet, self-effacing grandmotherly type.
Edna? Are we talking about the
But
same?
really, she's just as involved in running the town as her husband is.
Yeah, I figured.
David and Linda.
Have you heard from them?
No,
No,
I
I
have not.
thought maybe you had.
Not in ages. As far as I know, he's still working for the big city newspaper, and she's still in that women's boarding house. I'll never understand why they decided to leave Hill Valley.
So they don't live in Hill Valley
Hmm.
anymore.
Something on your mind?
Okay. I'm done talking
Well,
to you.
I'll leave you to your snooping.
That was a lot of
Supervising,
talking.
son. Supervising.
I'll leave you to it.
Right.
Leave you to your supervisor. Break some rules. You can start by finding Lorraine's secret stash. Or what? Okay, you can start by finding Lorraine's secret stash. Which would be where now? Oh, that's my guitar.
Hey, what's my guitar doing out here?
Your mother and I convinced you to give it up, remember? Rock and roll music is frowned on by the Brown administration. It sets a
Of
poor
course it
example
is.
for all the kids who look up to you as a model of studiousness and moral gravity.
People look
And
up to me?
besides, you're not very good.
Well, thanks for saying that. Give me
Come
the
on,
guitar.
Dad. I need that guitar.
I don't
Give
know why
me
I
one
need it,
good
but
reason
whatever.
why I should give it back to you.
Because
So I need to impress
a
Jennifer.
certain girl is only gonna like me if I can play the guitar.
A certain girl. You don't mean...
Yep.
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Why are you fixated on that little hellion? She's nothing but trouble.
I don't know why
Yeah.
I need to get her to
My
like
kind of
me.
trouble.
And besides, the way you play guitar, you're only gonna drive her further Go ahead, son. Do your worst.
Thanks, Dad.
I will. Thank you. Well, that worked.
Hey, demerit. Hey, what for?
So we got that now.
Good day, citizen.
Okay. So we still need to try and find a secret stash. Lorraine might be hiding something. She might open up if she had a little privacy. George is spying on Lorraine with that camera by the statue. If only you could reach the camera to block it. You can, with a little effort, reach parts of the statue, swing the mobile around until you're blocking the camera. Oh,
Morning,
okay.
Mrs. Brown. Please
Oh yeah, I
don't
remember
talk to
doing
me
that.
as
'Cause I got that demerit that
Citizen
time.
Brown.
You guys remember that? I'm sure you do. What happened to my car? Or that golf cart, whatever it is.
What's the problem, citizen?
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine now. Thank you. How are you?
Okay then.